What up, everybody? This is your boy Dedrian Colon from House of Wrestling. This is my review for the April 15th episode of AEW Rampage. Like, share, comment, subscribe, follow House of Wrestling on all social media platforms. Follow me, Dedrian180, on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram. Whoa, boy, man, this was a fun AEW Rampage. I've personally enjoyed AEW Rampages that have started at the 6 p.m. Central start. I don't know what I just enjoy it. Maybe it's because watching SmackDown and then Dynamite, because WWE and AEW have two very different products. They're completely different products. If people really know, no, it's completely different. Not one's better than the other. It's just completely different in how they tell their stories and wrestling styles and everything. But man, I enjoyed this AEW Rampage. Oh man, this was fun. I wish that AEW Rampage started at this time every Friday. I don't know what it is. It's just fun starting out at this time, that it's not 9 o'clock. Of course, some SmackDowns, if you're watching it, let's be honest, sometimes it's a challenge to get through the 2 hours, depending on how they book the show. And then when you get to Dynamite, you're just like, I want to see this, but then it's like, I'll watch it Saturday. And I think that's one of the reasons why they've had the not high ratings as Dynamite, is because of that. If you're sitting through 2 hours of wrestling before you get to Dynamite, and granted, there's some SmackDowns where it's just like, man, this hits. And then there's other SmackDowns where it's just like, whew, boy, man, this is draining. And mind you, I'm talking to wrestling fans who watch both, not wrestling fans who really want to be negative towards the two promotions, but just enjoy watching, whether it's Roman Reigns, Ricochet, Finn Balor, those guys, and, we want to see, Bryan Danielson, the Young Bucks, Kenny Omega. You just want to see wrestlers. You want to see the best. But man, I hope they keep this. If I got to put out a tweet for Discovery, Time Warner, that whole deal, to please, man, this is so much fun. But man, this started off with the Gun Club, Billy Gunn and his two sons versus the Blackpool Combat Club. And this is the first match with Moxley, Danielson, and Yuta. This was a really good match. Kudos to the Gun Club, man. Man, Billy Gunn is tall as heck. And what I like about the Gun Club, and I know that, they get heat because of their, or flack because of their music and just their presentation. And, there's some people just don't find them, they just don't click with certain people. What I do like about them, one aspect that I really like about them, is that they're very good sellers. Austin Gunn, very good seller. Colton Gunn, very good seller. They're decent workers. And by decent, it's not downgrading. It's like, no, they're pretty good wrestlers. It's just, hey, just give them time to get some experience and everything, and they'll show you what they are. But man, I really like them for that. And they can kind of be very annoying, and they do get some one-liners in and a few vignettes that they've done. But man, this was a excellent match. Great showcase for Wheeler Yuta. There was a spot where he got the hot tag, and this crowd was chanting Wheeler Yuta. This crowd was hot for the whole night. Like, they were just into this. And it was really cool to see Wheeler Yuta receive that reception, because, man, the guy has been on a run since he won the ROH Pure Championship. Then I believe on Dynamite, what match did he have? Forgive me, guys. But then when he had that match with Jon Moxley last Rampage, which was a match that really, like, pushed him to another level. I know some people didn't care too much for the match. Me personally, I liked it. Um, I liked it more because of the crowd. Like, the crowd was into it as much as I was, if not more. So that made me get even more into it. And just, man, it was really cool to see that. And, man, this match, he was hot. He did his thing. One thing I did notice about this match is that Jon Moxley, I don't know if anybody's caught this, but Jon Moxley has gotten quicker in the ring as far as his movement, and just he's gotten very quick since he's returned from doing rehab and everything. Man, he is very quick and he's in shape. Really good. There was a spot where Austin Gunn, and I believe it was Bryan Danielson, was in the corner, and Austin Gunn looks at Moxley, and he did Roman Reigns taunt, like, ooh, ah. And I'm like, yo, what? That was really cool. That's one thing I like about AEW, and even sometimes WWE does it, is a little wink wink that, hey, we know there's other companies out there, we know the wrestlers that are out there, wink wink, like, we know. That was pretty cool. But man, the match ended with Billy Gunn attempting to do his famouser finish. Danielson kicked out. Was it Danielson or Yuta? I think it was, forgive me guys, I believe it was Yuta. Yeah, it was Yuta. And he did a roll up, pinned him 1, 2, 3. Now, if you go back and watch this match, it was actually kind of funny that it looked like William Yuta was like, you know, in the circus you have the people that kick the ball up. They're on their back and they just kick the ball up. That's what it looked like Billy Gunn was doing with William Yuta. You got William Yuta just floating like this as he's kicking him, and then eventually got off with. No, that was a good opening match to start Rampage, the Blackpool Combat Club. Let's see where this goes. I think with the formation of the Blackpool Combat Club, I think we're getting closer to the 6-man or the trios titles pretty soon. I would not be surprised if those titles, they implement those titles in the summer, at least in the summer, because there's so many trios matches that are happening, and not only trios matches but trio factions that are happening that is just like, okay, nah, you gotta, okay, bring those titles in. From there, we get a match. Basically, it's a squash match with the Butcher. Sean Spears was on commentary, and they're basically promoting Dynamite, this week's Dynamite, where the Butcher will take on Wardlow, and Spears just keep calling him War Pig and everything. But man, the Butcher is another dude that's tall. I've always been a fan of his look because it's like this old English look that is like, man, this guy looks like a menacing guy that was like in the bare knuckle club and just brawling it with people, and just that old, like, really cool look, man. Really cool look. So I'm looking forward to that match between him and Wardlow. Man, Butcher and Blade are very underrated as a tag team. They've had solid matches. I wouldn't be surprised if they go to Ring of Honor. But yeah, that Butcher's solid match tonight. Really showcased just how dominant he can be if he ever had a singles push. Just saying. Then we get a backstage segment with Dustin Rhodes, and he starts it off with, "It's been a dream of mine. This is a dream match that I want. I've been in this business for 5 decades, and I just want this match, and I'm calling you out. I want a match with CM Punk." So later on in the telecast, before the main event, it was announced, next Dynamite, we're getting Dustin Rhodes versus CM Punk. I thought they already fought in WWE. I have to check that out. I was like, wait a minute, I know Dustin Rhodes fought CM Punk, and he had to fight him. If not, that's crazy. If Goldust did not fight CM Punk, that's insane. If those two never touched, considering the time frame that Dustin Rhodes or Goldust and Cody Rhodes won the tag titles was around the same time that the Shield debuted, which was around the same time that CM Punk was WWE champion. So find that really interesting. I got to check that out. But yeah, we're getting that Wednesday night. This is going to be a pretty solid card. Then we get a match between Ruby Soho and Robin Renegade. This is for the Owen Hart Women's Tournament qualifying match. I like this match. Ruby Soho, solid match. This was a lot better than the match we saw on Wednesday between Marina Shafir and Sky Blue. Honestly, now that I think about it, even though this match I liked what Robin Renegade did, they maybe should have switched the opponents and had Robin Renegade face Marina Shafir and had Sky Blue face Ruby Soho. More so because it was just something didn't mix and mesh on Wednesday. Marina Shafir, like, total badass. She ain't kicking my ass. Nope. But this match with Ruby Soho and Robin Renegade was really cool. There was an awesome back suplex that Ruby Soho did on Robin Renegade. There was a corner spot that Robin Renegade did on Ruby Soho where it's almost like she's holding the ropes with her head on her feet on Ruby Soho's neck, and she like just drove her face into the second turnbuckle. It's like, ooh, damn. Nasty, man. It hurt somebody. But no, that was really cool. But then there was a spot in the match where Ruby Soho just had the upper hand and she was just dominating. It's like, okay, this match is going to end. Ruby Soho's going to win. And Robin Renegade rolls out and then switches with her twin sister. Now, forgive me, I can't remember her. I don't have her twin sister's name written down, but so her twin sister, the twin sister of Robin Renegade, they're a dope tag team. Please check out their stuff on YouTube. They're a really good tag team. So she's in there. Ruby Soho tries to get the upper hand, but then Robin Renegade's twin sister just beats her up. It's like, oh man. And it's really cool because it brought flashbacks of the Bella twins when they used to do it when they first came out, that they would switch. Nobody knows they think it's the same person, but it's two people. And they did it. It was really cool because they started on one side and then they switched on the other side. And they did that. But eventually, Ruby Soho did her finisher, 1, 2, 3. She beat Robin Renegade. She's moving on into the Owen Hart Women's Tournament. I do wish that AEW would have more women's matches. At least have 2 women matches on Dynamite, and then there should be more. If you really think about it, they fit in 7 matches on Dynamite. One of those men's matches should have been a squash, and one of the women's matches should have been you can do a match. WWE and WCW did it back during the Monday Night Wars when they were 2 hours facing each other when it was 2 hours each program. You can do it. Now, granted, WCW didn't have the women's roster, but you guys get what I'm saying. They fit in. If they wanted something to get over, they fit in. And if actually Medusa, when she was in WCW, had a few matches that were pretty good length on Nitro. And of course, WWE with Sable, Jacqueline, Ivory, Tori. Oh man, I'm missing some people. Lita, Trish. All those women. They eventually gave them time. So AEW, please, start using these women more, because you got women that people, men, women, all walks of life are really interested in and want to get in, invested in, but you're not putting them out there for us to get invested in. It's like a car dealership. If you want us to buy the car, have the car in the lot so we can take a look at it, so we may want to buy it. But if you don't have it on the lot, we're not going to buy it. All right? So then we get the backstage face-off. Adam Cole, Hangman Page. It's pretty, I'm going to beat you. And, this is a feud that's been going on for a long time. And of course, Mark Henry, I love when the crowd says it at the same time as Mark Henry. It's time for the main event. This was a Texas death match. This was a fun match. Each time that Adam Cole is in the ring, man, he's reminding me more and more and more of Shawn Michaels. Maybe it's because he was always around him in NXT, but he's reminding me of him. Hangman Page, I mean, I've always said that he's reminding me a little bit of Barry Windham, just a little bit more stockier and just a little bit more extroverted than Barry Windham. But man, this was a really good match. The crowd was chanting. They both used chairs. I'm just going to go through a rundown of things that were in the match. They went into the crowd and fought, which was really cool. Now, the only thing that I can see about this match of people having not clicking with her, just like, is because they've done a Texas death match recently. And a lot of these, even though it's a tables match and everything, just a lot of these matches they use weapons and everything, it can kind of look repetitive, even though the match type may not be repetitive, but the presentation, just the overall projection may look repetitive, and some fans may not get into it. I can see that, and it's rightfully it's understandable if you look at it. It's like, okay, I could see that. But yeah, there was a part where they up the stairs in the crowd, and Hangman Page grabs a beer, hits it on Adam Cole, and then he drinks the beer and throws it away. That was funny. But then after that, Adam Cole, he was busted open, bleeding. They got tables. Adam Cole, he wrapped the chain around the rope. There was a spot where Hangman Page tried to do a clothesline. Adam Cole missed or countered it with a chain and clothesline Hangman Page with the chain, which I was like, damn, yeah, he got him good. Then we had a counter of the Panama Sunrise from Hangman Page. We had a super kick. This super kick. So Adam Page was on the top rope, and Hangman Page was on the outside on the bottom. And Hangman Page usually does this where he does a moonsault. So Hangman Page does a moonsault, and as his head is coming this way, Adam Cole, boom, super kicks him in midair. That was a dope spot. Then you had a top rope suplex by Adam Page to Adam Cole. Forgive me, like they're both named Adam, so it's kind of tongue twisting and stuff like that. Then there was a part where Adam Cole was teasing Hangman Page. He's like, yeah, you're not you're a joke of a champion. You're not Kenny Omega. Then they brought out a chair with barbed wire. Then there was a spot where on the apron facing the entrance ramp where Adam Cole attempted to do the Canadian Destroyer, and Hangman Page countered, hit him with a forearm, grabbed the barbed wire, and put the barbed wire on Adam Cole's head on Good Friday. And I'm like, yo, that's crazy. Like, really? So you had that. Then there was as he put the barbed wire on Adam Cole's head, he had him in the reverse pile driver. So instead of facing this way, he had him behind him. And he did the reverse pile driver with the barbed wire around Adam Cole's head onto the table on the outside of the ring. Adam Cole rolls in, and mind you, this is a Texas death match where at the count of 10, if you don't get up, they win. Ref counts to 10. Adam Cole does not get up. Hangman Page retains the AEW World Heavyweight Championship. I enjoyed the match, even though, like I said, like they've had previous Texas Deathmatch recently, and it's kind of getting like, okay, we're seeing it recur a little bit too much. I can see people saying it. Me, it's okay, but now I can. It's like, okay, can you do a variation of like a different match type, not Texas Deathmatch. Do a bull rope match or something like that. Um, I like those. But no, this was a pretty solid match. I was anticipating that Adam Cole would win and there would be a title change that nobody would expect, but I was wrong. I do think they're going to get a third match, and I do think that third match, Adam Cole is going to be the new AEW World Champion. I hope so because he deserves it. The guy, he's money. He is money, and it should be good. It should be good, but we'll see what happens. Of course, there's a huge announcement Tony Khan is going to make on Wednesday, this coming Dynamite. Of course, there's rumors. There's a lot of rumors. Just like the last announcement when it was announced that he purchased Ring of Honor. There's rumors going around. Mind you, I'm going to clarify this. Rumors that New Japan and AEW are looking to do a super show. Some rumors are stating they're looking to do it in Chicago, maybe the United Center or Soldier Field in the month of June, towards the end. That's crazy. I'm in Chicago. I live in Chicago. If they have it at Soldier Field, a New Japan AEW super show, that is going to be insane. And that place will probably sell out quickly. But man, AEW Rampage, I enjoyed it. The main event was so much fun. Man, Adam Cole, man, the guy has been putting on some really fun, entertaining, cool matches. Hangman Page, man, I got to tell you, and I've said this before that, I feel that they should, switch the title to Hangman Page. But man, the guy, he has had some stellar matches since he's become AEW World Champion. Honestly, I think outside of Kenny Omega, and it's not a knock at Chris Jericho or Moxley, even, let's face it, the company's only 3 years old, so there hasn't been that many champions. But I gotta say that Hangman Page has had probably the second, deepest opponents behind Kenny Omega as being AEW champion. I know Moxley had some battles and everything, but man, Hangman Page has had some, as far as match stipulations, he's had some rough matches. Let's face it, his first world title defense was Bryan Danielson in an Iron Man match. Insane. But yeah, these two, they really did a really good job in the main event. Solid main events. I'm interested to where Adam Page is going to go and Adam Cole are going to go and their storylines and where this whole feud is going to go. I'm waiting for Mr. The Cleaner, Omega, to come back and see how this all plays out. But there's a lot of cool things happening in AEW. In spite of some miscues and the ending of Dynamite and everything, but there's a lot of cool things happening in AEW that's fun, entertaining, and it's like a buffet. There's a variety for everyone. But yeah, this is my review for the April 15th episode of AEW Rampage. Like, share, comment, subscribe, follow House of the Wrestling on all social media platforms. Follow me, Dedrian180, on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram. Give a thumbs up for this video. And like I always say, stop fighting over wrestling. There is a lot of wrestling going on. There's more than enough wrestling for you to find what you like. And if nobody likes it or dogs you for it, they're dorks. Don't pay them no mind, man. Just enjoy what you like. You're gonna meet other people that you enjoy what you like, and even if you meet people that don't like what you like, hey, if they're respectful for what you like and cool, hey, dig it, man. But yeah, again, this was the April 15th episode of AEW Rampage, my review for it. Man, I'm looking forward to Battle of the Belts, but I'm also looking forward to New Japan Windy City Riot, which I'm going to. So that's going to be fun, and I will have that review. So with that, I'm out.